Hi everyone, I am back. This is Teresa Herrera and I am back vlogging again. I took a little break because about 5 months ago I had a baby, and I think my last vlog update was my 1 month baby update and life update. So yeah, so about 4 months ago I wanted to consciously take a break and take this time and cocoon with my baby. And so that's what I did. So because we're practicing this thing called conscious parenting, where we let our baby tell us exactly what he needs. So I wanted to be present and be there for him and kind of just enjoy the moment for the last 3-4 months. So now here I am. I'm back to vlogging again, and so this is my first video back, and it has been highly requested by a lot of women. How do I lose the baby weight and your post-baby body? Personally, here's my view on the whole thing. As much as I love, being fit and strong and things like that, there's also a time where you need to just enjoying that womanhood. And you just gave birth to a beautiful baby, so congratulations. I honor you, I applaud you, because that's so, so beautiful. And be good to yourself. Have positive self-talk, because this part is just the intense part. It always gets better from here. So in terms of if you put it the lens of how do I lose weight? How do I get back to my size? How can I fit into my clothes again? Honestly, there's just so much to deal with. I threw that out the window, and my priority was really to focus on my baby. Having said that, there are a few things I did that actually helped me lose weight by default. And you could read about this, it's online. Number one is breastfeeding. If you breastfeed your baby, they say you will really shed the weight. For me, I've been breastfeeding 5 months. So far, so good. People, I don't have a weighing scale. I don't have many mirrors in my house because I just don't want to be reminded. Honestly, it's not my priority. So when I'm not reminded, it kind of automatically happens. And when I see people, it's the only time I get feedback of how I'm looking, oh, Teresa, you've lost weight, or you've gone back to your size. And for me, okay, that's really nice. Thank you so much. But no, I haven't gotten back to my size because I still haven't fit my jeans. That's how I know. But that's okay. And I'm totally okay with that. So yeah, so this is what I did. This is what worked for me. Like I said, my priority was nurturing the baby. So everything I ate actually was tailored to optimize my body to help me produce milk and add, when a woman's breastfeeding, you're supposed to eat another 300 to 500 calories per day. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of eating. And for me, I like to pick and eat. I don't really eat too big of meals at one sitting. So, and also when you have a new baby, you have to get up, every few minutes or every 45 minutes to feed, or every hour. So by nature, your rhythm and your schedule automatically is these short breaks of time. And by default, I ended up eating 6 to 8 meals a day, but much smaller meals. But within those meals, what I did was we focused on a mostly ketogenic diet because my husband's an athlete, and that's what we have at home, and that's what we practice at home. So mostly high fat, things like avocado, eggs, bacon, coconut oil, cooking with coconut oil, focusing on bone broth. He's really into bone broth right now. And in the Philippines, we like to make nilagang baka, which is pretty much a bone broth, but it's stewed for about 2 to 3 hours. Most bone broths that we make at home, we make it on a slow cooker. So it's usually around 8 to 10 hours overnight where the bone broth is cooking, so that the following day we can enjoy it, and it's really good for you and very nutritious. And it also helps repair your body because of the collagen and all the just minerals and nutrients that's in the bone broth. It also helps repair your body after you've had a child. So that's what we did. We ate a lot, of course, natural foods, a lot of organic food, lots of fruits and vegetables. Trying to get my almost 2-year-old to eat vegetables right now is a bit of a challenge, but we try to just get it in there, sneak it in, and by default, I also end up eating it. So because I make the food. So that's what I'm doing. 3 things that I was kind of looking at when we're considering this like weight loss nutrition journey is number one, nutrition, number two, moving and exercise, and number three, your hormones. Number three is actually really important. So we covered nutrition, what we were doing. Number two is what I did, what helped me. I had a cesarean birth, so I technically could not exercise for the first 6 to 8 weeks. I went to go see my doctor at 6 weeks post-surgery, and he said, okay, he gave me the go signal. My body was recovering, the wound has healed. So I started with a very light exercise, simple things as walking my dog around the block and getting some fresh air, which is also really good for your sanity. Get out, it's okay to be away from the baby for 10-15 minutes and just take a walk around the block. So I was doing that a couple of times a day, and then I started back with Pilates. And for me, that was really great because it was mostly like a recovery for me. Because I had a cesarean section, I wanted to strengthen my core again because my core strength was shot. I had to rebuild that strength again from zero and build up the muscle memory and the toning and the strength. So I started with Pilates, which, as you know, Pilates, they emphasize the core, and everything you do and most exercises you do, you always have to keep the core engaged. So I started doing Pilates at the first couple weeks, I did once a week. And then after that, I started doing 2 times a week for a month. And then I started doing 3 times a week and getting back onto that schedule. In between Pilates, I did really, really gentle yoga, gentle stretches, no more than 15 to 20 minutes a day, okay? I did it mostly for my mental state, and I wanted to just get back, get centered, stay centered, and not lose my mind because my hormones are still unbalanced. It was really mostly for grounding, the meditation, and the yoga is for stretching the lower back, stretching the arms, stretching the legs, just to get some movement back and flexibility back into the body. Once I felt strong enough, I think this was around month 3, when the baby was 3 months, I started incorporating the power plate, which is this vibrational, it's a machine that we have at our gym. Some gyms have it, some gyms don't, but you can also Google it and find out what it is. It's called a power plate, and what it is, it's a vibrating plate, and basically it's accelerated training. A lot of astronauts, the science behind it just speeds up the training. So instead of training for 30 minutes, the exercises you do on a power plate helps and accelerates your training. So all you have to do is to train for 10 to 15 minutes. And for me, that's a plus because I didn't have that much time. I had my 2-year-old and I had my baby, so I don't have that much time to work out. I have about 30 to 45 minutes max. If I could fit that into the schedule, I will make the most of it. So with the power plate, I started doing core exercises. I started doing more leg exercises. I started doing more arm exercises and push-ups, squats, just simple movements, natural movements of my body just to get some muscle tone back into my body. And by default, by getting muscle tone and getting your muscles working again, you will burn calories. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And sleep. Oh my God. I know this is so challenging because when you have a baby, and like a baby like mine feeds every 45 minutes, I rarely get a chance to sleep. I wake up for night feeds. His longest stretch is I put him down at 7, he wakes up at 11. So I feed at 11, I feed at 2 a.m., I feed at 4 a.m., and then he's up at 6. So right now it's still challenging in the sense of I can't get a straight 6 to 8 hours of sleep that I normally would. But having said that, having a good quality sleep within those 4 hours or power naps in between, that's what I try to master because that's my situation and that's my reality and that's okay. So try to get as much sleep as you can. People said, when I had my first baby, whenever your baby sleeps, try to sleep when your baby sleeps. And I was like, yeah, right. This is the time that I actually get to catch up on stuff. That's when I get to go on my internet, look up Instagram or catch up on Facebook and, you know, just things that I've been missing out or read. But to be honest, the second time around after my second baby, I try to do that. I was trying to sleep more. I was trying to breastfeed. When I breastfeed my baby, I was doing the side lying position so that I can also sleep while he's sleeping. And I really enjoyed that this time around. I really did. I didn't do that the first time around, which I now regret. But the second time around, lying down, breastfeeding, cuddling my baby, and napping when he's napping, it was such a lifesaver. So having said that, sleep is important because your hormones are still regulating, okay? And there's a lot more studies being done about this, about the hormones, about regulating your hormones, eating for your hormones, exercising for your hormones. And as women, we have to pay special attention to this. Because when you're pregnant, as you know, your hormones are up and down. And when you have a baby, your hormones are up and down again and it's regulating again. So sleep is what regulates hormones, which regulates weight loss. I'll try to find a really good video about this and put the link below that explains this whole science behind it, the theory behind it. And because of what I did and what I experienced, I really, really believe in this. Nutrition, supplements, food, health, moving, and sleep. This is what really helped my body recover and come back to its, I'm not really there yet, but to its normal state. My normal weight is about 110, 115 because I'm a petite frame. So that's 110, 115 pounds, but both my pregnancies, I gained about 50 pounds. My second pregnancy, I gained about 55 to 60 pounds. But you lose a lot of that as soon as you give birth. It's a lot of water weight, placenta, baby, etc. So you lose about 10 to 20 pounds averaging right after you give birth. So I'm not even gonna factor that in. Everything else is really nutrition, exercise, and sleep and regulating your hormones. So I hope that was of help. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any, suggestions, help, advice, tips, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you because, like you, I'm still on this journey, or for women who've seen this video or who've been through the process, and please let me know what helped you. If you like this video, thumbs up. Have more content like this coming up, so please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a video. Again, I'm TERESA HERRERA. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.